today. All right, let's taxi it up. Hello everyone and welcome back. Thanks for my first 4 real videos. Got a lot of support, 50 plus subscribers. Not a big deal to some, but it flatters me that people take the time to watch my videos. I really like just making them and watching them myself. Today we were going to go catch some IMC, and we're going to go hunting for it a little bit. As you can see, there's some clouds in the sky, but unfortunately there is known icing all over the place today. We had icing air met from 3 to 7,000, and then multiple pilot reports of icing on descent, things like that. So I don't like to mess with icing. So here we are. We're going to work on some landings today and some pattern work. Probably a little more boring for most of you, but you know, something that, you know, I'm always trying to be a better pilot. So something that I'm always working on.
2.3, altimeter 3011. Visual approach runways 19er left and right in use. Use caution for birds in the vicinity. Hazardous weather information available on flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact, you have echo.
For that plane that's about to come over here. Alright, checklists. Flight controls, that's the right way. Free and correct. Elevator is trimmed for takeoff. Fuel selector's good. We're on a 30-minute timer. Left tank was more full when I checked them this morning. Make sure we're going to go rich. Got a little bit different run up now because I
coming out of the main ramp there in front of you.
Pulled the key switch out the other day because it was failing on a mag check, and we switched it to toggle switches, which is pretty cool. And a push button start makes me feel fancier than I am, and hopefully the 360 cam can capture that. I'll show it to you guys. It's pretty cool. We'll run it up nice and slow to 1700 since we're still under 90 degrees on the oil temp here. Alright. 1700 RPM, checking the right mag. We have a drop. Checking left mag as soon as we're back here. We have a drop. Check the alternator. It is functioning. You see the amps go down there. And we'll lean it back out here. Alright, strobes and landings are good. GPS, navcom is set. Transponder, we are squawking 12. Canopy is secure. Parking brake release. We'll contact the tower.
For 719 Lima Lima, inbound with echo.
Sure, 719er Lima Lima, Napa Tower, runway 19er right, clear to land.
719 Lima Lima is still 3,200. I do need to lose a little altitude. Do you want to maintain that landing clearance for me?
Sure, 9 Lima Lima, negative, canceled landing clearance. Proceed on your current heading to rejoin the downwind. Traffic you will be following is a Skyhawk, midfield, right downwind.
Cirrus is always difficult.
Okay, I'm going to maintain my current heading, and then I'll rejoin the right downwind for 19 right, 719 Lima Lima, and I have negative contact on that traffic at this point.
Sure, 9 Lima Lima, that traffic is off your right-hand side at 1,100. Correction, left-hand side at 1,100. Right now they're in a 360 to rejoin the downwind.
Napa Tower RV9 3 Delta Charlie is at 19er left with like left closed traffic.
Say Victor.
RV9 3 Delta Charlie, Napa Tower, runway 19er left, clear for takeoff, make left closed traffic.
19er left, cleared for takeoff, left closed traffic for 3 Delta Charlie. Alright.
And Sirius 9 Lima
One last
Lima,
flight control check.
Right
We are clear right, we are clear left.
Right downwind, 719 Lima Lima.
Lights, camera.
Sirius 9 Lima Lima, number 2, runway
we'll
19er right, clear to land.
For to land number 2, 719 Lima Lima.
Okay, fuel flow looks good. Front wheel is off the floor. And we'll just fly off the runway here. Boom, just like that. Get some right rudder. And we'll climb to 500 feet and make our left turn.
So holding short of runway 1 on the left, forward touch and go.
Cessna 3144 Victor, Napa ground, correction, Napa Tower, runway 19er left, clear for the option, make left close traffic.
Clear for the option,
runway 1 comes our 500 feet.
Close traffic, Cessna 314 for me.
little more right rudder there. And we'll square it off. 800 feet coming up here. 900 feet, we'll start to pull the power out as we're gonna blow through that altitude if we're not careful. And we'll turn our downwind.
Delta Tower, Cessna 195, Niner Echo, just south of Sonoma Sky Park, inbound the transition towards Concord.
Napa Tower is busy today. And it is a little choppy up here.
Cessna 195, Niner Echo, transition approved.
Alright, need about 1700 for straight and level in the pattern here. Maybe a little less.
Cessna 195, Niner Echo, maintain at or above 1,500 for traffic in the pattern.
Maintain at or above 1,500, Falcon Echo.
Pulling the power. See if we'll get our landing clearance here. 85.
Sirius 9 Lima Lima, traffic is a RV
flaps.
and a Cessna in left traffic for the parallel runway.
I'll be looking 719 Lima Lima.
RV9 3 Delta Charlie. Traffic is a Cirrus turning base to turning base on the parallel. Runway 19 left, clear for the option.
19 left, clear for the option, and got the traffic on the opposing base, 3 Delta Charlie.
I've always wanted to say opposing base. We're going to turn inside of him a little bit here. Probably can't see him on the cams. Alright, we are really light. Not much fuel in the plane today.
Traffic, 1 o'clock, same altitude, less than 1 mile.
There go flaps 3, and we're going to square this off just in case they don't. To the inside of the runway here. A little unconventional, but got no power in it. Yep, Cirrus is right off our wing there. Pretty cool. And we'll use a little of this ground effect here. That's a little rough, flaps up. A little bit of power to keep that nose off.
Cessna 3144 Victor,
Right rudder.
left, clear for the option.
19 left, clear for the option, Cessna 314 Victor.
And we'll lift off here.
Napa Tower, do you want me to exit on Echo 719 Lima?
19 left, contact ground on the other side.
719 Lima Lima, I must have stepped on you. Should I exit Echo?
Sirius 9 Lima Lima, turn left.
Alright, climbing at 90 knots here, 1,800 feet a minute. Well,
Left on
just
Echo,
over 2,000 feet a minute.
19, contacting ground after 719 Lima Lima.
There's our turn.
Thank you.
You can see the performance of the RV as we're... as I need more right rudder. Alright, 800 feet. Feet, we'll start to pull the power out of it. Pitch power, trim. Alright, I know I got one plane in front of me.
Napa Tower, experimental 315, runway Victor, hold short of 19 left, heading north, east.
Experimental 315 Romeo Victor, hold short of runway 19 left, landing traffic.
Holding short, 19 left, 315, runway Victor.
Alright, blew through my altitude a
70
little bit
Victor,
here.
runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear for the option, 1870 Victor.
Let's see if we get our landing clearance here. We got that Cessna right off our wing.
Good afternoon, Napa Tower, helicopter 407 Golf Hotel. It's about 6.5 to the east, currently 1.8, requesting a northwest transition.
Obviously can't extend your downwind too far
Hotel,
here.
Napa Tower. Maintain at or above 1,500, transition approved.
At above 1.57 Golf Hotel, thanks.
And 3 Delta Charlie looking for that landing clearance.
RV9 3 Delta Charlie, Napa Tower, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
19 left, clear for the option, 3 Delta Charlie.
All right, we'll make a little more conventional. Last run, I just wanted to give that Cirrus a bunch of room. A touch of power here because we're coming down a little bit quick. I did want to practice some short approaches today, but while we got the Cessna in front of us, we'll have to keep things pretty slow. All right. Flaps 3. RPM, so we're barely on the gas. Just a touch of tailwind right now. And we're going to practice a landing under the power curve here. So we're going to pull the nose up, and ideally we want to touch down around over the numbers at 60 knots. Man, 50. That's probably the slowest I've ever landed. All right, flaps up, right rudder.
Napa Tower helicopter 5570 Mike, 7 miles to the north. We'll be transitioning to the east. We have an echo and we'll be about a couple miles north of your airspace.
Helicopter 5570 Mike, Napa Tower, roger, nav altimeter 3009.
3009, and we're going to be landing about 5 miles east of the airport offsite.
Experimental 315 Romeo Victor, Napa Tower, runway 19 left, clear for takeoff.
19 left, clear for takeoff, 315 Romeo Victor's rolling.
Experimental 5 Romeo Victor, traffic just off the departure head, now turning crosswind. Is an RV, keep them off your left-hand side, and northeastern turnout is approved.
Copy, I got traffic inside, keep on my left-hand side, and northeast departure approved, 305 Romeo Victor.
Cessna 3144 Victor, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 19 left, and then request an eastbound departure after the next touch and go, please. Cessna 314.
Four flights give me all kinds of traffic calls. You can see our little diamonds.
RV93 Delta Charlie, do you have your company traffic in sight off your right-hand side at 1,100?
I do have that traffic in sight, 3 Delta Charlie.
RV3 Delta Charlie, roger, you're number 2 behind them.
Okay, we're going to turn out a little bit to the northeast here to get behind them.
Roger.
That's interesting.
Napa Tower, 5-minute echo, request those change.
Frequency change approved.
So that last landing behind the power curve, I practice those every once in a while, but especially when I'm really light, they're fun to do. The weight of the gas really changes the way the plane operates. All right, this is not a standard pattern because
RV93 Delta Charlie behind that Cessna traffic, number 2, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
19 left, clear for the option, number 2, 3 Delta Charlie.
okay, we can start our descent. We're going to wait till they pass off our wing.
Track 1870 Victor, runway 19 right, clear for the option.
19 right, clear for the option, 70
They still haven't turned final. All right, there they go. All kinds of weird patterns today. Not quite good at landing behind the power curve yet. I'll get better. I just want to learn slow. You know, it's something you can land really short in an RV if you know how to do it right. And you know, I'm slowly getting there. All right, we're gonna go flaps 3 just to slow us down here because we're right on him. We're cruising at 70 knots here. The stall speed of the RV9 is 44 knots, but you got to be pretty nose high to achieve that. All right, hopefully they're on the go because we're on final here. Let's make a nice stabilized approach this time. See, it takes barely any power to fly an RV at this weight. Alright, let's see if we can make this one perfect.
So that's a 4-4 Victor, you can start your left crossing to the east.
Left cross with departure on the east. Thanks
There
very
we
much.
go.
314 for Victor.
Practice makes perfect. And we are on the go.
November 7 Gulf Hotel, free change routes, yeah.
Thank you for the help. Good day.
And the RV just wants to climb. Keep that ball centered. Whole lot of right rudder. The 180 horsepower. Too much right rudder. We're turning a little late because I'm waiting for that Cessna to go by. We're already at pattern altitude here.
Helicopter 7 Sierra Mike, free change routes, yeah.
We're just going to make some Cessna. Some Cessna patterns. Nav Towers 4-4 Victor, staying in the pattern.
Negative, they're at 312, departing to the east, 1,800 feet climbing.
Alright, cool. Thank you. I couldn't tell where he was going since that's where he was the last time. Alright, so we were on speed that time. We got to make somewhat of a normal pattern here.
70 Victor, cross runway 19 left, ground 0.7 other side.
Cross 19 left and ground on the other side, 167.
Cool thing about RVs too is you can get a lot of laps in with not much gas. We've gone through 2.5 gallons of gas so far. A little less power because we're climbing here. Go flaps 1, just about a beam of the numbers. And we'll pull some power out.
RV9 Delta, you want to stay on the left or you want the right?
We can stay on the left. That way you can keep all the traffic coming in on the right.
Sounds good to me. 3 Delta Charlie, runway 19 left, clear for the option.
19 left, clear for the option. 3 Delta Charlie. Alright. Try to be helpful whenever I can.
So that's a 4-4 Victor, free change routes, yeah.
Free change routes, thanks very much. That's 314 for Victor.
Alright, 85, 75, 65. Those are, my wife is at a flying lesson right now, and literally those are her, the numbers in her plane. Flying a 172 Mike model. Not descending quite fast enough, so we'll get it down to 1100 RPM or so. Go flaps 3, we're high. We are way high. So we're going to practice the old forward slip. See, wind is coming from 280, so put the nose to that side if we need it. It doesn't look like we will. Maybe a little. Alright, so let's throw a slip in there. We'll slow the plane down. There we go. Man, those are fun. Alright, down to 62 knots. Usually with a full load, I'm 70 knots over the numbers in this plane. That's how much difference it makes when you're light. Almost on center line. All right, flaps up, a little bit of gas, keep the nose wheel off, and full power. And Charlie will fly right off. All right, we're gonna get a short approach this time. Notice that climb rate still up at above 1,800, 1,700. There's our 500 feet. We'll make a bank. We'll start to have some fun here now that there's nobody around. We are squared off, still climbing.
South Tower, 3 Delta Charlie, I'd like to get a short approach if that's possible. 3 Delta Charlie, short approach approved, runway 19 left, clear for the option. 19 left, clear for the option, 3 Delta Charlie.
And while I was asking for that, blew through my altitude. All right, here we go. Fuel to the fullest tank, mixture rich. Lightning lights on. Gears down. All right, we are being the numbers. We are pulled the power out of it. You can see it just got quiet. And we're at 1,200 feet, good Lord, so we're gonna have to descend a little bit. And you guys will get to see how good an RV glides. The short approach almost looks like a normal approach. We got no flaps right now. We're not creating any drag. And our goal will be to touch down 1 dash after the numbers. We'll start to make our turn in. Remember, a windmill and prop's always going to give you a little extra power, a little extra distance in your glide. So if this is the real thing and your prop is jammed up, you need to cut these corners even shorter. We're going to put 1 degree of flaps in, 2 degrees. We got plenty of energy, so we're going to go 3 flaps. Remember I said touch it down. We'll put it in a pretty steep. It's all about managing the energy, and I've got a little bit too much right now. Not bad. Not bad. Flaps up. A little bit of power for the nose wheel. And let's give it the juice. We're lifting off. All right, so you see we got some tools in our tool bag for a short approach. We've got, obviously flaps. We've got our best glide speed. We've got a forward slip if you're not going to hit your spot quite perfectly. There's a lot of stuff you can do to make sure you're going to hit your spot and land where you want to put it. And the good thing with the RV9 is that it lands slow. Holy, I can feel myself out of alignment there. Needed a little more right rudder. The RV lands, the 9 lands so slow that especially when it's light, you can really pick your spot and land in a small amount of space. And, that's why I chose an RV9. All that, and I get airsick, and I never need to go aerobatic, but that is your atypical short approach. We'll do one more, see if I can repeat it.
3 Delta Charlie, I'd like to get a short approach again.
There's our
RV9 3 Delta Charlie, short approach approved, runway 19 left, clear for the option. 19 left, cleared for the option, 3 Delta Charlie.
All right, Beam the numbers. We're a little bit behind the numbers actually. We're actually starting this short approach a couple hundred feet lower. So we're gonna have to be a little more careful here. Obviously we got the terrain in front of us. We're gonna get down below 900, we'll make our turn. And you can see we're losing about 800 feet a minute on 80 knots, but you see as soon as we go into our turn, we're losing 1,000 feet a minute. So you can see the turn takes that horizontal lift component out a little bit. And you can see we don't have quite the energy that we did before. We're going to shoot for that same marker. But we're only at 400 feet right now. So we're going to go full or no flaps right now until I'm on short final. Then we might dump them in. Yep. There's flaps 2. Slow this down a little bit. Flaps 3. And we'll throw a little bit of that slip in just for a second. And we're going to land a little bit late. It's going to be like the second marker. Not quite as good, ladies and gents. Well, that's okay, not bad. Full power, flaps are up. Alright, next landing will be a no flap landing. I haven't done one of those in a while. And you can see the plane really wants to climb. We're still doing 90 knots and 2,100 feet a minute. Good lord. Alright, let's yank it and bank it.
3 Delta Charlie, you can want the short approaches as your next few passes.
I know we'll do normal ones.
Charlie Roger, 19 left, clear for the option.
19 left, clear for the option, 3 Delta Charlie, thanks.
This is one of my favorite controllers at Napa. He's always awesome to me, always helps me out, knows where I park, the little things. So if you ever hear this, Mr. Controller from Napa, shout out, because you do a really good job out here. And you know, sometimes this airport, like right now, is quiet and there's nothing going on, and you can see me blow through my altitude there. And sometimes, I mean, there's a lot going on, a lot of jets, a lot of people coming in, and NASCAR weekend, it's one of the busiest airports in NorCal. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're high. Put about 1,000 RPM in here. Still used 3 gallons of gas. For all this fun, $12. This only cost $12 today. Oh, this is going to be a no flap landing and I'm putting on my flaps, so I'm not sure how that works.
Napa Tower says on 49004, 10 miles south of the airfield over San Pablo Bay. Request touch and go as departure to the south.
So, speed control will be key here. Since I'm not going to use my flaps to control my speed.
Make left traffic. 19 left, report 4 miles southeast. 19 left traffic, report 4 miles southeast, says on 49004. 004 is 1 Fair State, want to touch and go to the south.
And I'm fast.
Affirmative to the south.
I guess this is why we practice no flap.
Tower threat.